Hi, I'm Smriti. In this video, we are going to discuss about leisure time activities. When we are busy at home, especially during holidays or after school, when we are busy at home, how our children can occupy themselves meaningfully. That is the topic we are going to discuss today. So, let us start from us. So, for all of you, what is your leisure time activities? Think about it. What you are doing when you are free, when you are getting a free time. What is your leisure time activities? I know most of you will tell me that when you are getting a free time, you will take your phone, you will scrolling up and down, will go through WhatsApp or Facebook or any other social media pages that you are following, and very few of you can tell me that you have some particular hobbies or something, gardening or something that you like to do. But most of the time, when we are looking into us, most of us are spending a lot of time in front of the gadgets. That is what our children are also observing. And that is something that gives us the pleasure, auditory or visually, that we all are very happy when we are doing that. The same stimulation our children also getting when they are sitting with the gadgets. It is addressing their auditory and visual needs, and they are happy with that. So that pleasure that they are receiving from the gadgets, that is why they are occupying with that. Otherwise they don't know with other activities how they can get the pleasure, and that is why they are occupying with that. And then we all will worry about the screen time of our children without understanding that we are also going through the same. So first this generation is going like this, but in our childhood days, how was the family set up, how was the environment? All the family members will sit together, will play some games like Andakshari or something, and will do some activities like snake and ladder, ludo, something like that. Now the family environment is very different, and most of our children who has autism, they doesn't know how to occupy themselves, so that they are unable to initiate that, to show that I want this or I want that, or let us play this, like that. They are unable to initiate that, so that they will again take demand for the gadget and they will sit with that. Actually, that is what happening with all of us. So how we can change this? So we have to create a routine with some sort of activities. In the daily life activities, we have to add activities like ball play, cycling, skating, anything, badminton. You have to work on all that skills to develop the leisure time activities. So if the mother and the child is playing together with the ball, it may be catch and throw, it may be dribbling the ball and shooting, it may be throwing the balls into the tub that kept in a distance, so both are playing as a turn taking game or something like that. That becomes a leisure time activity for the child. When you are introducing any new skills, the child may not show interest. You have to do it consistently, at least for a month. Then only the child will start accepting it as a part of his routine, and you can see that the child is really enjoying it. But if you are trying once in a week or twice in a week, the child may not show interest if it is not doing consistently, because most of our children who has autism, they won't accept sudden changes in their routine. So that when you are introducing something new, from the first day, you may not be able to see that the child really likes it or the child dislikes it. You have to wait for some time. Consistently, you have to give that environment, that opportunity to the child, and you have to, then only you can see the child is really interested or not, because they are not going to accept the sudden changes in the routine. So you have to create a routine in such a way that that includes lots of extracurricular activities. It may be drawing, it may be painting, it may be mosaic art, it may be gardening. These type of activities, different sports activities, these are the activities that helps him to develop the leisure time. leisure time skills. Maybe embroidery, jewelry making, candle making. There are so many, cooking, baking. There are so many activities like this that you have to include in your daily life activity. And vacations are the best time to start with these different exposures to the child, because you will get lot of time with your child. And at that time, if always you are making the child to sit with the table and chair, and if you are giving instructions like do this, do that, pick up that, give me this, write this, do the calculations, every time if you are keep on repeating this, child will get really irritated, and the result will be behaviors. But the leisure time activities will help the child to satisfy their sensory needs. And the verbal instruction, you no need to give lots of verbal instruction when you are working on the leisure time skills, and that will really help the child to keep themselves calm. But I know they will resist initially when you are introducing something new. You do it continuously, consistently, every day. Start with 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, then 5 minutes, and make it more structured. With the beginning and end of the activity should be very clear for the child, so that you can reduce the anxiety. Otherwise, when you are get ready with the ball and endlessly if you are doing catch and throw, of course the child will get irritated, and because they don't know when you are not going to stop. So when you are ready for the activity, you should show the schedule. Okay, these many times we are going to do. So you can start with 10 times, then you can after doing 10 times for 5 days, you can tell the child that today we will do 15 counts, then we will do 20 counts. And most importantly, in this process, first of all, you should enjoy the game. You should play the game with interest. If you are standing there in such a way that, oh, I have to play this with the child, so you are keeping your gadget away and I have to do this without interest, if you are playing the game with your child, of course, the child is not going to show any interest. So it should start from us. We should have different activities to occupy ourselves. Otherwise, if we are spending a lot of time in front of the gadgets, you will get lots of issues with your back, with your neck. So physically it will start affecting you, and mentally too. It will create lots of issues like depression, sleeping issues, mood swings. These are the result for all of us if we are spending a lot of time with gadgets. So it is important for you also to come out of this gadgets and to spend quality time with your children. It is not only for special needs children, for all our children. We have to change a happy environment with these type of activities, and that will really help you to improve the leisure time skills. If you are creating a routine like this, even though after 6 months if the child is not able to initiate, then also if you are telling okay now it's time for ball play, the child will be happy with the ball. Or if it is time for cycling, the child will be happy to go for cycling, because they will accept it as a part of their routine. I know initially it will be hard for you, but I'm telling you from my experience that after 1 or 2 years you can see the remarkable change in your quality of life if you are practicing this. So it starts from you. Happily, if you are making the change in yourself, you can see the change in your child.